Imagine the skies of 1940s Germany, Spitfires dueling Messerschmitts, flak guns firing desperately into the clouds, the air filled with smoke, fear, and fire. Now imagine a sound that no one had ever heard before, a streak of light across the sky, a machine so advanced, so lethal, that it didn't belong in that decade. What would happen if a 21st century fighter jet entered World War II? This is not just a clash of machines, it is a collision of eras. On one side, the cutting edge of 1940s aviation, piston-driven fighters like the Bf-109, the FW-190, and early jets like the Me-262. On the other, a single modern jet, let's say the F-22 Raptor or the F-35 Lightning II. Weapons of stealth, precision, and speed. Today, we step into this impossible battlefield. We will examine what would happen if the future dropped into the past. At first glance, the answer seems obvious. The modern jet obliterates everything in its path. But reality is never that simple. Logistics, fuel, ammunition, and the human factor would all shape the outcome. So let us break it down, step by step. A 21st century fighter is a flying supercomputer, built for supersonic speed, designed for stealth, armed with guided missiles that can lock onto targets miles away. The F-22 Raptor, for example, can fly at twice the speed of sound. It can climb higher than any WWII aircraft. It can strike an enemy long before that enemy even knows it is there. Its weapons? Radar-guided air-to-air missiles, infrared seekers, smart bombs. Each one far beyond the imagination of a 1940s engineer. Its radar alone could detect every German aircraft within 100 miles. Its engines produce thrust unimaginable to a Luftwaffe pilot. To put it simply, in direct combat, it would be untouchable. Now contrast this with Germany's might in the early 1940s. The Messerschmitt Bf-109, a workhorse of the Luftwaffe. Maximum speed, just over 350 miles per hour. Range, a few hundred miles. Armed with machine guns and a 20mm cannon. Deadly against other piston-driven aircraft, but hopeless against a stealth jet, the feared Focke-Wulf 190. Rugged, fast for its time. But again, limited by propeller technology. Even Germany's most advanced aircraft, the Me-262, the world's first operational jet fighter, was plagued by fragile engines and short range. It could barely reach 540 miles per hour. Against a WWII 21st century fighter, these machines are relics. They would never even see their opponent. The fighter arrives in 1940s Germany. The Luftwaffe scrambles to intercept what they think is just another Allied aircraft, but as they climb, something impossible happens. Their targets vanish from radar, moving faster than anything they've seen. The modern jet locks onto a formation of German bombers. From dozens of miles away, it fires a missile. Seconds later, an explosion tears through the skies. No warning, no chance to evade. To the Germans, it is like being struck by a ghost. One by one, squadrons fall. Luftwaffe fighters are shredded before they even close the distance. Entire bombing raids collapse under invisible attacks. The skies belong to the jet. For days, Germany is thrown into chaos. Pilots whisper about a silver phantom, a weapon from another world. But here lies the problem: fuel, ammunition, maintenance. A modern jet burns fuel at an incredible rate. It requires specialized high-octane jet fuel, fuel that simply did not exist in the 1940s. Every missile fired is a miracle of modern engineering. Every part needs advanced manufacturing that Nazi Germany could not replicate. The jet can dominate for hours, maybe days. But without resupply, it becomes a stranded god. Eventually, the jet runs low on fuel. It cannot refuel, it cannot repair itself. And then, like Icarus, it falls from the sky, not defeated by the enemy, but by time itself. What does this tell us? It shows us the raw power of technological leaps. The gap between 1940 and 2000 is wider than many realize. In those 6 decades, humanity redefined flight, warfare, and science itself. Yet it also shows us the limits of technology when removed from its context. A single jet cannot win a war. War is not just fought with machines, but with supply chains, factories, fuel, and people. The fighter jet in 1940s Germany would be a phantom, unstoppable for a moment, unforgettable forever, but ultimately unsustainable. The screen fades to black. The sound of an engine fades away. The skies of Germany might have trembled under the roar of a weapon from the future, but history is shaped not by single machines, but by the systems that sustain them. The silver phantom would vanish, leaving only whispers of what might have been. But ask yourself this: if one machine from the future could change so much, even for a short time,